Welcome back to Psychology of Humans. With Pyrrho, we encounter one of the most surprising ideas in the history of psychology. Certainty causes suffering, not ignorance. While most philosophies search for truth, Pyrrho searched for peace. And what he discovered was deeply psychological. The human mind becomes anxious, defensive, and distressed when it clings too tightly to beliefs. Pyrrho did not teach people what to think. He taught people how to stop being tormented by thinking. Pyrrho lived around the 4th century BCE and traveled with Alexander the Great as part of his campaign into Asia. Along the way, Pyrrho encountered radically different cultures, beliefs, customs, and worldviews. This exposure shook something fundamental. Everywhere he went, people were convinced they were right and completely disagreed with each other. Pyrrho realized something unsettling. If intelligent people can believe completely opposite things with equal certainty, maybe certainty itself is the problem. Pyrrho argued that human beings suffer because they constantly judge things as good or bad, right or wrong, desirable or unbearable. These judgments create emotional disturbance. When you believe something must be true, your mind becomes invested. When reality challenges that belief, anxiety appears. Pyrrho didn't say beliefs are false. He said we cannot be sure enough to stake our peace on them. Pyrrho's central practice was epesh, suspending judgment. Instead of declaring, this is good, this is bad, this should not have happened, he encouraged saying, this appears this way to me. This subtle shift changes everything. Psychologically, it reduces emotional reactivity, defensiveness, anger, anxiety. It creates space between perception and reaction. The goal of Pyrrhonian skepticism was ataraxia, mental calm. Ironically, calmness didn't come from knowing the truth. It came from letting go of the need to know. When you stop demanding certainty from the world, the mind relaxes. This is a radical psychological insight. Peace comes from tolerance of uncertainty. The mind loves certainty because it creates control. But certainty also creates rigidity. When beliefs harden, disagreement feels like attack, uncertainty feels like danger, change feels like threat. Pyrrho saw this as the root of psychological distress and social conflict. Pyrrho's ideas echo strongly in modern psychology. Mindfulness teaches observing without judging. Acceptance-based therapies reduce attachment to thoughts. Anxiety research shows intolerance of uncertainty fuels distress. Cognitive diffusion separates thoughts from identity. Pyrrho anticipated all of this. Pyrrho did not argue for paralysis. He still acted, spoke, ate, traveled. The difference is he did not attach identity to belief. You can function without certainty. You can live without mental rigidity. This is psychological flexibility in a world of outrage, certainty, and ideological conflict. Pyrrho offers an antidote. You don't need to be right to be at peace. Letting go of certainty doesn't weaken you. It frees you. Pyrrho reminds us that calm is not found in answers. It is found in not needing them. When the mind stops demanding certainty, it becomes lighter, more flexible, and more resilient. Peace doesn't come from knowing the truth. It comes from loosening your grip on belief. Thanks for watching Psychology of Humans.